We're just gonna shoot raw footage. I have Christian Hartwell edit it.
Okay.
Okay, at church. Okay. We have a professional videographer, or he does movies. So we'll take this and I'll maybe do something with it. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you some questions. All right, you ready? All right.
I'll try.
How long have you lived here in this property, and what do you do?
We've been living here for more than 10 years.
10 years.
So we are trying to reach the Buddhist community in this area. So we grow some vegetable, and we use this property for training the new convert, like 3-month Bible training program, 6-month Bible training program, like that. We've been doing that. But now God has given us some kids from the border of China who need help for their education. So we are letting them stay here in this farm and helping them for their education.
How many kids do you have here, and what kind of education do they get?
We have 14 kids right now, and they get education from the government schools. So public school, from grade 5 to grade 12. So they are studying.
And what do you teach them here? Because you supplement their education, correct?
Yes, we teach here for extra hours, for extra education, and also we teach the Bible, most of the time, because they learn the rest of the education from school.
Because at school, like one class has 70, 80 students in class, so they didn't learn very well. So we need to teach them in the evening. So all the kids wake up early in the morning, around 5, and do the devotion, and then get ready for go to school. After they come back from school, they walk here for maybe half an hour, and they play. After dinner, they go to study
Again.
And before they go to bed, we all pray together. That's our daily schedule.
Okay. You have a new church building. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Before we didn't have that building. We just built that building after we collected offering for 2 years, and we started building that. And some of our friends, even Dr. Jason, he came and he knew what we're doing, and he raised some money to help us finish that building. Now we're using that building for every Sunday to worship. So we're inviting people from the surrounding area to come to the service.
Where did you meet before that? Before you had a building, where did you meet?
Before we had that building, we built with bamboo. Tent. Which lasts for 1 year or maybe 2 years.
So every year
we need to rebuild a new tent.
Okay.
So.
I understand in the summer you run a kids camp, Vacation Bible School. Tell me about that.
In April every year, our country has a festival called Water Festival. So during that time, we invite young people to come to our farm, and then we train them and we teach them the Bible. So it around 7 days to 10 days sometime. So every year we have between 60 to 120 young people came every year. So we are hoping this year more than 100 young people to come. So we'll start from April 12 to April 17. So we are praying about that also.
Excellent. Now, I know you have the ministry here on your farm to kids and the church. You're reaching the Buddhist area here where you live, but you're also president of Bible Education by Extension, and both of you train Christian leaders across Myanmar. So tell me a little bit about that ministry.
I came to know BEE in 2005, and BEE stands for Biblical Education by Extension. They focus teaching the Bible to the pastors and Christian leaders who are already in the ministry, and they don't have money, or they cannot go to Bible school for full time because they can't leave their ministry and their family. So BE was giving the seminary level biblical education to the Christian leader and pastor here. So we both like that idea. So we are very committed. So we've been working with that ministry for now more than 13 years.
How many people have been trained through your ministry?
Both men and women.
Both
men and women.
in the whole country.
More than
Maybe,
3,000
yeah,
students.
more than 2,000 students
Yeah.
being trained.
You've had more than 3,000
Yes.
students trained.
Yes, across the whole country, in each state.
In America, we would call you rock stars.
No.
You have made a big difference for the gospel by training people, men and women, in biblical education,
Yes.
practical ministry skills.
Yes.
So, okay. Well,
By God's grace, we invite people from different denominations come together and we study together.
okay. And you have a bookstore.
Yes.
Yes, small
To-
bookstore, Christian bookstore.
Both of you are very busy. How do you keep up? I know your schedule. You're very busy. How
Yes.
how does the Lord strengthen you to do all these things?
Yes. Hannah, I married, as the Americans say, I married up. Because she being a,
I've taught you well.
her father is a pastor, and she came to know the Lord when she was very young. And she's, even though she's young, and she's very mature, and she's a good partner for me. So when I am weak, she's sort of always encourage me and helping me to keep up and work hard.
Complete one another. Yes.
Compliment one
Yes.
another. Excellent.
Yes. And I was away from the Lord for more than 3 years using opiums. I was drug addicted, and day and night. So I know grace, and I want to work hard for the Lord. So, I really want to work hard.
I know you
Yes.
work hard.
Yeah.
Now, one of the needs that you have here is potentially a new dormitory building for the boys in your children's home here. So, can you describe what the need is for that?
Why don't you
I'm
just?
okay. Yeah.
We don't know all the detail, but it will cost us like 15,000
Yeah, $15,000.
to finish the whole thing. I mean, foundation and the wall and everything. That will be good enough amount to be able to build a building for the boys. And we are hoping that their life will be blessing for their people. They are from very small minority in our country, and most of their parents, I think all of them are farmer and not educated. So they are from Blue Monk tribe, and they've been here in Myanmar for more than 200 years. Only few people have a good education. So we are helping them to get a good education, plus sharing about Jesus to them. So more than half of the kids come to know the Lord after they arrive here. So we are very thankful for that too.
Okay. So $15,000 would buy all the materials
Yes.
for the building.
Yes.
And
Plus laborers and
okay.
yeah.
And Grace Community Fellowship could provide some labor for you, correct? A group
Yes.
of people come.
Yeah, that would be
Yes.
wonderful.
That'd be wonderful.
Wonderful. Yes, thank
Yes.
you.
And we could come during the coolest part of the year,
Yes.
Yes.
which is still warm for us.
Yeah.
For us, okay. All right. Well, excellent.
Yeah, if you come after the Christmas, then that will be the right time.
Yeah,
Because the
to
kids
come.
will be, school will be off for those days, and all the kids and the people from your church, we can work together and
Yeah.
finish up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I appreciate your ministry, and I remember when you came to my house and we had dinner with a
Yes,
whole bunch
yes.
of folks, and so I know people are very interested in what you are
you.
doing here and want to participate and partner with you in the future. So I'm
Thank
looking
you.
forward to that.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you so much for your prayers and your support. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay.